Where does love fall in your list of reasons that you're in this relationship?
It's very high for me. I don't want to be in a relationship if I'm not in love. What about you? It's low, huh?
No, I wouldn't say low.
You think you got lower since we had kids?
It got higher.
It got higher because it's really like, why the fuck am I here? Oh yeah, I love this bitch. I love this bitch. Don't I love this bitch? Oh my god. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's gotten higher, but it's not like at the top of my list. Like love isn't at the top of my list when it comes to relationships.
Okay.
It's a prerequisite.
Okay.
But it's not like the most important.
Well, let's think about it this way. This relationship is marriage. So I can understand you get in some relationships and love is not at the top of your list. Maybe you're still trying to love that person, but in a marriage?
Even marriage. And honestly, I feel like love was too high on my list when we got married. Like I feel like other things should have been higher.
Like what?
We'll talk about that later.
No, really? We're gonna talk about it later? Why would you bring it up?
We'll talk about it. No, you just asked me a question I wasn't ready to answer.
Wait, is it you don't know, or it's like
I gotta think about it?
It's not something that you want to say.
Nah, I don't. Okay, so I was having a conversation with one of our single friends, and she was talking about why she was single and the things that she was looking for in a relationship. And, you know, she was like, well, I want to make sure our finances are good together. I want to make sure that, you know, the guy has a plan for his life. I want to make sure, you know, just all of these things she was just listing. And when she was listing these things, I was like, shit, I didn't think about any of those things with Kristen. Like anything that I feel like should be important in a relationship, I didn't think about any of those things until we got married, and then it was like, oh fuck, I should have thought about all of these things. Like we should have taken care of these things.
So first. Now, how do you feel about those things?
I still feel like we should have took care of those things first.
I feel like I had a plan before I got married.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel and like then after you got married, your plan just went to shit.
Kind of.
Why?
It was mostly around my career, but I had a plan. I was on a steady track with comedy and doing things that I wanted to do. And I don't know, got married and I was like, all right, well, I felt like you were just as inspired as I was. And then I feel like a little bit like when you get down on yourself, I think that affected me a little bit. I feel like when you weren't as confident in what you were doing, it made me kind of pull back on what I was doing a little bit.
Why?
And then, of course, we had kids, so I was like, all right, well, I mean, I could be a mom and, you know, still do comedy because I did that anyway before. I was a mom and did comedy, and it was different. And something about your energy kind of affected mine when it came to continuing comedy. And then, you know, having a break after having twins and then COVID, like that's really fucking up. But yeah.
Wow, that's honest.
I
never knew that.
You want me not to do that?
No. That's good. I just never knew that.
Yeah. I feel like I had a plan. I felt like I was, you know, on the right track. But it's hard. And I think now, and I was talking about this before, I'm at a space where I've been doing comedy 10 years. And the people that know me, but the people that don't. And with COVID, it's harder to even get in front of the people that can help you. And like, I don't know, it's kind of like we was talking about Clubhouse before. Get on Clubhouse and when it was, you know, when people actually did it because it was, you know, cool. But when you get on Clubhouse, you get on stages with niggas that don't know you, and all the niggas that do know you, like, what's up? They names and everything, like, you know, big niggas that you work with. Other people up there that have never seen you before, they do not treat you with the same respect. And that's kind of where I'm at in my career. And I kind of thought that we would have the same energy going in. Like, all right, well, fuck this. We know where we're at. Like, I have that drive to just keep pushing where I am. And it's kind of hard. It was hard. I mean, I'm trying to build it up now, but Corona's fucking that up. So, yeah, that was me.
Well, I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize. It's just
I feel like I should.
We got into a space, both of us, where it was like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, all this stuff started happening at once. So if you're not inspired to do something, I get it. But I also didn't want to be super gung-ho and just like bam, 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 and you weren't completely secure in what you were doing. Like, I want to be there to support you as well. So
yeah, but I thought even during those times I pushed you to be the best that you could be and whatever you wanted to do.
But I never wanted to be in a position where it just as far as being in a relationship and as far as being part of a marriage, I want to be able to help my partner. Like, I'm not saying that it's just stopping me from being successful, but I don't want you to feel like you don't have support behind you. So I was also trying to help you and help you figure out, what was going on with your stuff. And I realized that some of my stuff was on the back burner. And I also didn't want to be like outshine you or just be like, boom, boom, I'm doing this, da da da.
But that's dumb though.
But I wanted to also help you. I want to be there for you if you need something from me too. But I mean, with kids and everything, it was just a lot of stuff that happened at once. And it was a lot to deal with.
Yeah, and I think that brought a lot of my doubts because it was dealing with, mainly the kids and a new marriage. And it's just like all of this pressure comes on you as a man to be the provider and to have a way, make a way. And, whether I was doing what I needed to do or not, it's still, but am I going to be able to do this 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
And that's how I was with comedy. Like, it was, let me take care of my family, but it was also like, all right, well, how long is it going to take me to get to where I need to be, where I don't have to worry about anything? Like, even with the virus, I can't talk to that. With the virus and everything, when I went to San Diego, talking with another comic, and it's like, yeah, well, I got, shows are getting canceled and stuff, but I got writing gigs. Like, I got, this is a place where, if you know somebody, you can get gigs and all this other shit. And I did like the BET job, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But doing virtual jobs, like, you leave that job, and if niggas don't know you, they not really looking for you unless you in the area. If you seen, like, they can see you. And it's hard to be like, yo, I've done this and I can do this. I've been involved in this. Like, if they don't know you, it's still clubs and shit out here. Like, they work with the people that they know. So I'm in a spot now where I'm like, I don't want to take no shit gigs because I've been doing it long enough and I've worked in enough spaces and I've worked with enough people and I've done enough. But the people that would book me for that shit, they don't know me. So it's hard because we here in Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Us being where we're at.
Yeah. But I think this year I'm trying my best to get out of the slump of COVID affecting everything, which
is hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. But just trying to get out of that slump and being like, balls to the wall, like, nigga, we have no choice. We have to fucking do something. Like, just working. Just working. So that's why I'm, content and shit. I love that we control this, so we can do whatever we want with this shit.
I get it.
Talk about whatever we want. It's okay that it got serious. You hate when shit gets serious.
I'm not hating anything.
Like, shit gets serious.
All I was about to say is this episode is up and down. It's like a roller coaster.
That's okay.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, Kristen.
It's a new year. It's a new year. Everybody's reevaluating everything. I like being able to have these conversations with each other, with other people, just seeing how people are going into it. Because a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are just like anxious. Like, what the fuck do we do next? Like, what is happening?
I get it.